What is assessment growth? Assessment growth is the sum of all the changes that happen throughout the year that affect the region's tax base. To understand how assessment growth affects the region's budget, we first have to get a handle on how a tax base works. Simply put, the tax base is the total of all the property values in Niagara that can be taxed. Let's say we have a fictional town with 3 houses in it. At the start of the year, 2 of those houses are worth $300 and 1 is worth $400. Now, we're going to add up the total property values of all our houses. That comes to $1,000. That's what we refer to as our tax base. Now that we've defined our tax base, let's see how assessment growth factors into all this. Let's say a year passes in our fictional town, and during that year, our tax base changes in several ways. First of all, 1 brand new house is built. It's worth $300. At the same time, one of our original houses is demolished, and another has an addition built on. Finally, our last original house has appealed the property assessment given by MPAC, bringing the value of the house down to $350. Now remember, our assessment growth is the sum of all the changes that happen to our tax base throughout the year, excluding the assessment done by MPAC every 4 years. Our new house has added $300 to our tax base, while our demolished house has subtracted $300. The house with the addition has added $60, while the house that was reassessed has been reduced in value by $50. Now we add up all our final property values just as we did at the start of the year, and we get a new figure of $1,010. Subtract our original tax base from the beginning of the year, and the year-over-year increase in value is $10, or an increase of 1%. That's our assessment growth. So what happens with that 1%? First of all, it's important to point out that 1% assessment growth is not new money the region can spend. Instead, it represents a larger tax base which the region can collect taxes from. At the start of the year, we predict that growth and plan for it in our annual budget process. When the next year rolls around, that growth is part of the tax base and the whole process starts over again. That should explain the basics of assessment growth. Click on one of the videos below to learn more about other budget topics.